Hello, welcome to Kapow Toys Presents. I'm your host, King Grimlock, and here we go. Revenge of the Fallen, Nest Alliance, Mindwipe. I've been waiting to get this guy for ages. He is stonking. What a piece of kit. He's huge as well. He feels so big for a Voyager. Maybe it's because I've been messing around with deluxes for quite a while. This guy feels huge. He looks sensational. Yeah, there's quite a few panel lines, which is a bit of a disappointment because he's this matte finish, and because he's obviously a stealth bomber, it doesn't really highlight it doesn't highlight too badly. On the underside, yeah, there's a head. Hide that, but again, it's nicely detailed. There's areas sculpted in these bits around the back, and there's the little splashes of colour. Obviously the lovely crystalline red, and these little bits of purple, and these lighter green areas really highlight parts of the toy. He just looks really nice in this mode. He's never going to be displayed in that mode for me, but you know what, he's good in it. He does combine with his little drone buddy Skystalker. If I can just line those bits up. Mindstalker, I think some people are calling him. It looks fine. It just looks like it's not special. It just drift off. It doesn't open anything, it doesn't highlight anything, it doesn't bring anything together. There is a combined mode though for his robot that somebody's come up with, that Mr. Vash 104, there'll be a link up here, has highlighted to me. Thank you so much. He looks sensational. Sculpted detail, nice little bit. It's quite basic though, because they've tried to keep this sort of soft sheen to it. I'm not 100% sure on these Cybertronic tattoos on it, in the same way that the Starscream from Revenge of the Fallen had them. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'd prefer that to have been a matte finish. I know it sort of highlights parts of him a little bit more, but I don't know. I think I would have preferred to see more sculpted detail, maybe some designation signs on it, rather than those tattoos. Just a model number, something like that, like you would have on planes, even on stealth bombers. It just seems kind of silly. A lot of detail around the front, lovely sculpted detail around the nose area. And you know what? I do like this mode. It's not breathtaking in any way, but he's good, he's chunky, he looks the part. And actually, for Mindwipe, he kind of works as well. I'm not going to disprove it. It's just a nice figure. I actually like this. Which is rare for me to say about Revenge of the Fallen stuff. I do like it, mainly because it's not really that Revenge of the Fallen. But anyway, let's take a look at him in his robot mode. And so we have Revenge of the Fallen Nest Mindwipe in his robot mode. And I like it a lot. He's really, really nice. If I can get him actually on camera would be a good start, I guess. Stand up, you fool. There we go. And you know what? He's really well articulated, really well detailed, looks the business, looks the part at all times. He is a bit spindly in the leg department because of this area, but if you don't like the Revenge of the Fallen style, you can just go Generation 1 style, which I'm going to do because it keeps him on camera. Yes, as you can see from the fact that's already popped out, rotating blades and a little clip on the inside of the arm, they just pop out and you have these nice. Real shame, actually. I was hoping they would do something a little more with them. That is one of the downsides. He has got his downsides, there's no denying he has got his downsides, though they are few and far between. The detailing on the wing here, if you look, as you turn it in, I've just shown that in the transformation video as well if you watched it, you get these little blades come up and it's sort of twisted. You've got a little bit of automorph there, or mechalite, I guess it's what it's called now, isn't it? Yeah, he's just nice. He's just really nice, solid bot. I'm not sure you can make out the head sculpt. You can see the eyes in there behind, like he's wearing this crazy gas mask-esque effect. Really nice. And there is just something about him that I feel is Mindwipe. It evokes... Careful. It evokes the memory of Mindwipe from G1. There's just the whole design, the whole sort of bat wings, the way they come up and around. I'm not sure how well you can see it because of the damn close. I've got to keep the damn camera. But you know, it works really well. I do like this. I was apprehensive. I'm such a fan of Skystalker that I had to get one of these guys, and Andy was kind enough to send one to me for the review. And it works really well. He works with his little buddy really well. The detail, sculpted detail all over the bolt mode really comes out. You've got these sort of this rib area around here, and in the legs as well. I mean, okay, it's in the Revenge of the Fallen part of the legs, but look at the cybernetic detail in there. It's absolutely lovely, really stonkingly nice. And there is a slight, see, there's a slight articulation to the foot as well. You can just give it that little bit. So he is a lot easier to give a solid base to. He's somewhat jiggly in this mode, admittedly, because of all the joints around the hips and around the arms. He is a little jiggly. He doesn't have the greatest amount of arm pose ability, unfortunately. He is sort of missing a decent wrist pose or wrist swivel. And again, nice sculpted detail, but it is, certain parts feel a bit panelly. It just sort of feels, you see just solid panels around there. But that's what you get from quite a, say, bland alt mode, quite a uniform alt mode, I guess. In all, I'm really pleased with this bot. Now, as I said earlier, there is a combined mode for him, but okay, well, I'm going to try and do it on camera. It's just taken me about 20 minutes to do it off camera. It's a nightmare. So let's give it a go. What you need to do is pray, rotate that up, get your Sky Stalker in this sort of configuration. With the nose, important that the wheel's down because it won't slide in otherwise. And you're aiming basically to get his head wedged firmly in his back. And I'm going to say back, kind of like so. And it's the chest, I mean, he's a nightmare to get out. It's actually the chest area of Sky Stalker in there that fits. Then everything else sort of rotates up and round, and it's when he's in there, he's really snug. He's really snugly in. I mean, as you can see, it's just a nightmare to get him in there, and that was really too easy. And what's going to go wrong now? And then you sort of bring this section back down as far as you possibly can. Now you can't bring it all the way, which means the head is pushed down. But what you will see straight away is that the head then takes on the Sky Stalker-esque configuration of the single drone eye, which I think works so well. And you can bring him up. Actually, you can bring him up most of the way. That's a lot better than I thought. So you can either have the drone or quite. That's a lot better than I got it when I was just playing with it earlier. I say earlier, just now. And then you sort of have to drag these arms forward on the ball joints. The nice thing about Sky Stalker having so many ball joints is that you can do things like this. And then it is just a case of arranging his. Are you going to be good? Are you going to be good? There we go. Getting these points up, all these armor panels up, and putting them into place around Mindwipe's chest. And you can kind of get this configuration of a battle armor-esque or something of that ilk. And it just bulks him out. And thank goodness for ball joints. Go on, stay. Please stay. Please stay. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can kind of see what I'm getting at with this front configuration. I'll just give him another little spudge forward. I'll come back to the front, and then around the back you've got the legs trailing, and you can just fold them into place as additional armor plates or boosters, if you will, because they've sort of got that jetpack-esque effect. And the images I've seen have had the Sky Stalker arms up the top like that. Personally, just playing with it now, I actually find that if you put them out the side, you've actually got room to move. And the head still does rotate, and that is actually a lot better. And you can just see Sky Stalker's little face. Poor little droney Sky Stalker. It's kind of like Power Master upgrade. It's quite nice. And he just adds this. Ooh, and I've just touched it at the back, and it's all collapsing on me. It just adds this additional bulk to Mindwipe, and it adds to that sort of combined mode that the alt mode alluded to. I'm just going to try and get him to stand. Please stand up. And get you Skystalker's weaponry, and they can clip with some encouragement, admittedly, onto his knees. Now, it's minor things, and it is a fan mode. There is no denying it's a fan mode. But you know what? It works. It really does work for me, and it does look good. And I will be displaying my Mindwipe in this mode when I've got a few more Skystalkers to play with. There you go. There's Mindwipe and, well, now Mindstalker, I'm guessing. Power Master Mindwipe, if you like. I love it. I think he's really good. He has his flaws. He has his moments where he isn't great. But when you can do something like this, and the fans can play around with it and come up with something as ingenious as this, where he has got this sort of extra body armour from his drone companion, I just absolutely love it. Absolutely adore it. You can order one now from Kapow Toys. We're also going to have them at auto assembly at a rather reasonable price, I feel, for an unreleased UK Voyager. Unreleased in the UK Voyager. Yeah, that'll be that. So thanks for watching.